cage. Dash to his right and wraps it around for the goal. Ovo, O'Reilly, over the top. Roy ready, shot and score. It's around Weed, off the bounce, shot and a score. Wow. Levine with some speed. Levine fakes a pass. Levine all the way is going to fire and score. Up top, Druin. He wants a shot, and he's got it. Wow. Meanwhile, Arbusto. One-handed shot is up and in. With an extra man. Bouvier sniping. Top corner. Sophomore goes back toward Enzo. Turns and scores. Now inside of 4 minutes. Who's the man? Spellman's the man. That's who. Clark on the run. Shot and score. Meanwhile, Durkin to the cage. Shot and score. Chase. Extra feed. Shot and score. Game over. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Exeter. Nick and Astis, Roger Howe with you, getting set for the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III Championship game between the Hopkinton Hawks and the Laconia Sachems. The Hawks looking for another state championship to add to the school's trophy case under longtime head coach Deacon Blue. They won 3 straight in the division, 2017, 18, and 19, and are again looking for their 4th in the last 6 years. Meanwhile, Laconia, they played spoiler in the semifinals. They upended and upset top-seeded and previously unbeaten Campbell. Able to grind out a 7-6 win and advance to the state championship. Steve McDonough, who is also the head coach of the basketball team, has got his guys ready to go. They play a physical brand of lacrosse. They're used to the turf, whereas Hopkinton, making the drive south and then east, having to play on turf here at Eustis Field for, I wouldn't say the first time, but they like the grass. Their home field up there is, of course, natural grass, so couldn't ask for better weather. 80 degrees, sun is out. It's a rematch from late May the 19th, an 8-5 win for Hopkinton. But as we know, Roger, all that stuff goes out the window in a championship game.
It sure does, and Laconia is proof of that. Obviously, they knocked off number 1 seed Campbell, which we were watching that game on the Twitter sphere while we were broadcasting, and we were just at awe that that game was right down to the wire, and they were able to pull it out. 2 teams, both have 4 championships in their trophy case, as you say. So one team's going to end up with their 5th here today.
Crowd filling in nicely on both sides. The Hawk fans off to our left, the Sachem in their Sachem red off to our right. All right. We are getting set for the introduction of the starting lineups, the national anthem ahead, and then face-off should come your way right at 2:30 Eastern. But, Roger, let's break down these teams. There's a lot of talent both ways. Hopkinton, a 12-2 regular season, came in as the number 2 seed. They've got a lot of kids that are going to continue their career at the next level. And, of course, as we mentioned, Laconia full of multi-sport athletes under Coach McDonough. What do we know about these 2 teams?
Well, I got to admit I know a lot more about Hopkinton than I do about Laconia, admittedly, and I've tried to do my research as best I could. But Hopkinton, out of their 2 losses this year, it was to number 1 Campbell. Still a close game, 15-12, and Lebanon, a little hiccup for them, according to my friend Kyle Devitt, the assistant coach. That was played in the rain at Hopkinton, really sloppy, wet field, and Lebanon put it to them. But all of their games have been very, very close with the losses, obviously, but very few of their games otherwise have been close. They have really blown away teams in Division III. Laconia, very, very similar. They have an up and down roster, but they tallied 6 straight during the season as well, with their 3 losses coming to all playoff teams. Campbell, Plymouth, and Hopkinton, which was an 8-5 game. So that was very, very towards the end of the season. So it'll be interesting to see how the scouts and how the adjustments have pulled out here.
It's a championship atmosphere. We can hear the cowbells down in the crowd here amongst some other noisemakers as we get set for this one. When we come back, game time, Laconia and Hopkinton coming up next.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the time, given that spring is here, the market is hot, and interest rates remain at all-time lows. It's time to call Roger Howe, a licensed professional realtor with the Bean Group. Not sure what your home is worth? Roger will provide a market analysis for you at no charge. With 12 years experience in residential, commercial, leasing, and investment properties, Roger knows your local market. So contact Roger Howe of the Bean Group today.
At Dead River Company, the work we do is about more than just filling up tanks. It's about the everyday moments in your home. We're here to fix your heating equipment, so you have heat and hot water for moments like this. We brave the elements, so you're always safe and warm. Anytime, day or night. Because it's moments like this that we do everything we do.
Dead River Company, it's not your job to worry about the heat. It's ours.
Become a customer today, and we'll be there for the moments that matter to you.
Well, a gorgeous day for some championship lacrosse here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe with you. 80 degrees on the field. Sun out. And we're in the clear weather-wise, at least for the first championship game this afternoon. First of three, as we know, the Division II final between Derryfield and Portsmouth is scheduled for 5 o'clock, and then the D1 heavyweight matchup between Exeter and Bishop Girton is at 7:30. There may or may not be some on and off showers coming through the area later today, but by all accounts, couldn't ask for a better scene here for this Division III championship between Hopkinton and Laconia. It's round two. They met back on May the 19th. We've got 4 officials ready to rumble. Brian Murphy, the crew chief, Vinnie Peroni, Mike Toth, and Ron Libby.
Good ones.
Face-off. Connor Tewksbury, the senior. A little too early for the officials' liking. They're going to hand this to Laconia. And the Sachems have an opportunity to get on the board first. Crowds, and I say crowds plural, beginning to file in the segregated stands here. Green and white versus red and white on the field and amongst the aluminum bleachers. All right, Laconia going to take their time. They look for a cutter. Tough angle shot. Ends up on the side of the net. And a quick outlet pass fired away by the goaltender Elijah Standifer. Senior going to stay in state next year and play for Keene State. Easy stop there. Sets up Hopkinton's first shot, and that's swallowed up the other side. Cam Harriman. Coach McDonough spoke very highly of him to us in the media this morning. He's going to come out of the cage here and weave his way down the middle of the field. Short pass taken, and escorting it across the 50 the rest of the way is Cole Roy, one of these 5 senior captains for the Sachem. So trip number 2 here for Laconia. First minute in the books were scoreless.
Yeah, and that ride by Hopkinton was uncharacteristic of them. They were going to do a man-for-man ride and let the goalie go, but Harriman just came right to a riding attackman and popped it upfield.
That's Carson Tucker on the shot there. Step to his left, couldn't get it on target. It ends up wide, but is backed up and ready for another trip here. Downhill, one-on-one to his right, J.P. Harriman. Sophomore attack bodied up here by the fearless defender, Ethan Molnar. Senior going to continue at the next level, the NCAA level, at the MCLA level, specifically at Georgia Tech. All right, back again, Roy. Senior looks for some space, floats it over near side for Tucker. And now Tucker wants a one-on-one, it looks like, with the long pole, Avery Condon. Condon going to slowly close out. Goes back all the way to the 40. Looks for some room near his side, a little two-man game. Looking over that right shoulder, nobody open. Going to circle it back now behind the cage. Long trip developing here for Laconia. Power move to the middle. Shot and score! Carson Tucker. A patient trip ending up with a good one-on-one move by the sophomore, able to beat the goaltender and put his team out in front 1-0.
Yeah, this kind of developed in slow motion, and all of a sudden we see him break through goal line extended as he's got a shorty on him, and he just accelerates through the stick check. No body on him at all, and he just turns it down low on Mr. Standelfer.
Meanwhile, a face-off win for Hopkinton's Tewksbury. Tewksbury in some trouble, had it poked loose from behind. Ground ball goes to Laconia's Tim Osevich. Midfielder able to clear. Pumps the brakes and finally gets rid of it. So a face-off win there for Hopkinton, then a turnover.
Right on. Right on. One violation on Laconia to start, or excuse me, Hopkinton to start, and then they turn it right over. Not a good start on the face-offs.
What are we seeing here offensively, Roger? It's been kind of a slow
nothing fancy
one here, yeah.
Yeah, nothing fancy really. It was a 1-3-2. He just got the twig there.
Good defensive effort. That's the long pole. Cameron Bassett, sophomore, just took it away from Roy. Hopkinton with an error on the pass there. It's tracked down the far side by Ryan Brown. Now Brown trying to make his way back. He's got a man open near side. Good play in the passing lane there, and then a good scoop. Long pole, Zach Whitney, one of these seniors. Going to trot over midfield, going to take a hit here and still keep on ticking.
Boy,
another ground ball early for the Sachems.
It was
shot on a step down from straightaway, deflected, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll stay here.
Interesting to see both coaches on our Sunday morning show talk about multi-sport athletes, looking at basketball players, bringing up football players, recruiting from other sports, and you can see some of that in both teams today with their size, the physicalness. It's going to show itself, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, Harriman's trying to snap a pass across the zone to the weak side, and nobody home on that far side wing. This one turned over.
Yeah, nice play upfield by Zach Whitney on that ground ball, and doesn't materialize into anything, but good play just the same.
4 minutes in, the long pole, defensive captain Stephen Reddy. We'll show you what he can do with the stick. Being hounded from behind by the defenseman Keaton Beck.
Wow.
And another giveaway by the Hawks. Laconia wants to run. This is Cody Newman, the junior. Flips it over to Tucker. Tucker trying to feed it near his side. That one too low for Evan Kerrigan. Senior, though, able to track it down in the corner. And again, Laconia hoping to set up shop. They've got a 1-0 lead here, coming up at 5 minutes gone by first quarter.
Yeah, you can see coming through.
Step down, won't get through it. Hit a defender, but the rebound is a juicy one for Evan Rollins. The senior attackman in the right place at the right time to handle the deflection and put Laconia out in front now 2-0.
Was just about to say that these teams are experiencing a little bit of jitters. They're trying to rush things, especially Laconia. And here we go. The first initial shot hits a body, and then Rollins is there on the juicy rebound, as you said, Nick. Good pursuit on this, and really not a lot of white jerseys in that defensive box.
Put it over the right shoulder of the goaltender, Standifer. And now a face-off win for Laconia.
Coming down, fast break.
Sachems want to run. Shot is a bouncer. Ends up out of play here in the near corner. That shot had some speed there by Kerrigan. Well, Coach Blue, who played for Hopkinton back in the day, he's got his arms crossed. Fisherman hat over on the sideline trying to inspire the defense. And he watches as the long pole, Condon, the great chop, pokes it loose, and a couple of passes later, the Hawks have a clear along the near sideline. That's Aiden Burns, the senior, selected to the All-State team, going to take on Vermont. Oh! Shot and score. That's the senior, Josh Duval. Able to snipe. Pretty good across the body shot, it looked like, to put Hopkinton on the board. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, Josh, the senior captain here for the Hawks, he just gets a nice, good bump there, but no slide comes. Turns his body nicely to face the goaltender, which makes it harder for him to pick up the shot, and comes with a nice overhand shot on Harriman's offside. Well done by the Hawks there. Pushing the ball upfield is what they want to do. They want transition, they want it fast, and they want to play fast.
Meanwhile, Tewksbury won it initially, then lost it along that far sideline. However, it's last touched by Laconia's Brody Rollins. Midway through, first period. 2-1 Laconia, goals for Tucker and Rollins for the Sachems, and an answer a moment ago from the Hawks Duval. Meanwhile, this one sails wide and out of play. It'll stay here. Quick restart in the near corner. Coach McDonough, he's got his arms crossed now, trying to coach up this defense. Hopkinton, they've been on the other side of the 50, Roger, for most of the first 6 minutes of this one.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to see them do a settled offense here. And my scouts tell me they're proficient at the 1-3-2, which is what they started off in. Bad pass there.
Sailed away from Quinn Whitehead, couldn't catch up with it.
Yeah, certainly want a better possession than that.
Threw it behind the senior there.
Certainly with what you just said about the possession time.
A few turnovers here for Hopkinton, 3 or 4.
Here's that ride we talked about, man-to-man ride on the defense. Let the goalies float a little bit.
Near side, Brody Rollins able to shield it there, switching the stick to the left hand, took the shoulder hit on the right side. Cranks his neck a little bit as he heads to the sideline. Good clear. Sets it up now for J.P. Harriman. Sophomore.
Ooh,
knocked down on the ground. Got to roll on the carpet, get back up, come down the middle, fire a bouncer. Stoned by Standifer.
Didn't get a lot on it, but he did get on.
Meanwhile, Standifer's going to let this one fly right down the middle, intercepted.
Oh, smart play.
Taken away by Whitney, avoids the offsides by pumping the brakes there just shy of midfield.
Smart play this early in the game by the senior.
Flips it over to Tucker, and Laconia once again back on the attack as we tick down towards the 4-minute mark in this first quarter. Sachems hoping to reestablish a 2-goal lead. They go behind the net. Out in front, bouncer, Standifer there. Big man able to move quickly to his left. The outlet knocks down a player. That was Kerrigan who was providing pressure.
Yeah, interference on that.
I'm going to give Hopkinton a free pass here. Look at this, through the follow-through. The big goaltender.
Interference. That's what was called.
Yep.
For sure.
Easy call there. Meanwhile, a shot and a score! Oh, that's Ryan Brown, the senior. He likes to pull the trigger, Roger. Had some room there on that far side wing and makes the defense pay. We're tied at 2.
Well, this is one of those situations. I don't think Harriman even was set up on this yet. He had one hand on the stick as he started to make his approach on that shot, and then Ryan Brown just steps down. He has nobody in his face. That's like popping a three-pointer and just having nothing on you.
Got to tighten up if you're Laconia, right?
Indeed. You just got to be more tenacious. You have to be more aware of what's going on out there. You can't take your eyes off these guys.
Meanwhile, a good move and a shot, and again is partially stopped. Rollins with a good split dodge there to get it off, but Staniford ready. Got his right foot on it, it looked like, for another save.
Yeah, we're going to give that one to him.
Meanwhile, Osevich had to twist and turn to pull that in off the bounce. And now downhill comes Tucker. Tucker to his left. Back door, he's got a man, and there's the finish. Carignan, apparently forgotten about, hanging around along that near post. Tucker, his pass was on the money, and there's the finish up close and personal. Laconia retakes a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, again, like the last play on the other side of the field, you've got to pay attention. And, he just breaks through here. No slide to speak of. And Carignan just walks in behind the defender, Bassett, and makes a layup. Meanwhile,
false start. It's the second, I think, against Hopkinton here in this opening period.
Yeah, new faceoff guy, too. That's number 16, Nestler.
I haven't seen him yet.
Came in for Tewksbury on that.
All right, so Laconia's got it as we head towards 3 minutes first quarter. And again, an opportunity for the Sachems to rebuild a 2-goal lead. Osevich stepping on the gas a little bit, spins back, a little jab step, nowhere to go. Back out for Harriman.
Yeah, a little 2-2-2 step here, and nice wide open set. Nobody on the crease at this point. See if they can rotate into a crease setting.
Going to work the far side wing, and now behind the cage.
Nice.
There's the cut. Pass off target. It's backed up, though, on the near wing by Roy, who was ready. Meanwhile, some of these Hawk fans chanting defense a moment ago, rattling the press box.
That hasn't happened all season.
Yeah, they're sitting right below us here. Meanwhile, spin move. Carignan. Pass away from Osevich, but no problem again for Lucas Bean.
Back in twos here.
Bean, the senior. Down to 2 minutes first quarter.
They're going to clear this out for a drive here. Watch the crease and watch for number 6. See what they can do here off the crease with a drive out of this formation.
Backside, Carignan closed out in the corner. Little shot fake. Top of the box now. Laconia, they're patient. They've proven that here. So we're down to 100 seconds. Going to fire again. Stanifer knocks it down and then pulls it out of a crowd. The outlet down the middle is on target as well. Left to right comes Reddy. Reddy to his left. Brown going to spin back to his right. Good defense.
Oh, look at this.
Brown does get the step. Looks like he's getting hooked.
That's a
going to get a hit. Ball is loose, still loose, and then scooped up in the crease by the long pole. Was there a flag there?
It should have been a hold.
There was a whistle, and it's going to remain at this end of the field with Hopkinton.
Yeah,
a physical first quarter. No, they're going to give it to Laconia.
Yeah, they did, and I don't understand. I don't understand why they didn't call a hold there on number 4, Ryan Brown, when he was driving.
No penalties yet.
No.
Down to 1 minute here. Again, Laconia looking for a 2-goal lead. Rollins getting bodied up at the top of the box, flips it over to Roy. And Roy, in no hurry, looks over his left shoulder at Coach McDonough. McDonough says, let's get it over to Tucker. Tucker already 1 goal to his credit, wants to go one-on-one, comes near side, fires on the move. Stanifer is there. Able to close it down low, and another good outlet pass.
Wow.
Thread the needle. Duval on the move. Duval step down shot is wide. And we're left with 22 seconds here. A chance for Hopkinton maybe to tie it before the end of this first quarter. Down to 20 seconds behind the cage. Little start and stop for Whitehead. Whitehead draws attention of a second man and throws it away. Picked off by Tucker with 10 seconds. Tucker up ahead, long pass, trapped on the ground. Good play by Rollins. Rollins pulls it back out. The cut down the middle. They do get the shot, but it's behind the cage as Tucker goes tumbling to the turf. That'll do it for the first quarter. Laconia off to a good start. They lead Hopkinton 3-2. Quarter number 2. On the other side, when we come back to Exeter, you're watching the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III State Championship. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the time, given that spring is here, the market is hot, and interest rates remain at all-time lows. It's time to call Roger Howe, a licensed professional realtor with the Bean Group. Not sure what your home is worth? Roger will provide a market analysis for you at no charge. With 12 years experience in residential, commercial, leasing, and investment properties, Roger knows your local market. So contact Roger Howe of the Bean Group today.
At Dead River Company, the work we do is about more than just filling up tanks. It's about the everyday moments in your home. We're here to fix your heating equipment, so you have heat and hot water for moments like this. We brave the elements, so you're always safe and warm. Anytime, day or night. Because it's moments like this that we do everything we do.
Dead River Company, it's not your job to worry about the heat. It's ours.
Become a customer today, and we'll be there for the moments that matter to you.
Well, back here for the start of the second quarter, Laconia leading Hopkinton by a score of 3-2. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe with you. It's the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III Championship game here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance. We're broadcasting, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS Network. First of 3 championship games on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. The boys D2 final between Derryfield and Portsmouth comes your way at 5 o'clock Eastern, and then in the finale, Bishop Girton and Exeter in Division 1. Laconia, a 3-2 lead. They scored the first 2 goals of the contest. Carson Tucker and Evan Rollins. Midway through, the Hawks got on the board. Josh Duval, followed up by Ryan Brown. And then Laconia's Evan Kerrigan. With 3:27 to go in that first quarter. Put the Sachems back on top as we get set for this second quarter.
I got to tell you, I am absolutely impressed and floored by the participation and the support that these two teams have gotten today.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of Division III games, but this is truly as festive and as supportive as any Division II or Division I game that we've done, whether last year, this year, or otherwise, and I commend both programs. This game is full of action so far, and I've got to give it to Elijah Standifer. 7 big saves in that first quarter. That's a lot of work. He's punched his card, that's for sure.
I think he gave up the first 2.
Yeah.
And then really got hot after that. Again, surrendered 1 to 3 at the 3:27 mark. But Laconia's had the ball more often than not, and they've produced shots consistently. Hopkinton hoping for a little more
This kid, Brown.
consistency.
What?
Brown, a bouncer, won't go. Took about, 7 hits there?
7 hits, and that goes with the 5 he took when he got double chicken winged on this last drive where I thought there should have been a hold. He's one of the ones that we've been told to watch.
Right.
Man, he's got it. I think he's a candidate for a stick check later.
He scored earlier on a deep step-down shot that at the time tied the game at 2, and he's received some defensive attention since for sure.
Yeah,
meanwhile, spin by Brody Rollins, a good clear, but then he goes tumbling down, lost the ball. Defender gets to his feet first and has it for Hopkinton. Good defensive effort there. Gavin Nestler, the sophomore.
Oh, look at this.
Leads out to a wide open shot and score. That's Aiden Burns, the senior. Going to play club at Montana State. Ties the game at 3.
Yeah, there's quite a few MCLA club players on this Hopkinton roster. Man, what a nice rip this guy had. And a very, very good look from Gavin Nestler, Nestler, number 16.
So less than a minute into the second quarter. We are once again tied. Now 3-3.
Yeah, and assistant coach Kyle Devitt tells me that Nestler, this is his first year playing lacrosse. He played in the youth program but did not play all through high school.
Sophomore, pretty good hockey player from what we understand as well. Plans on transferring to St. Paul's.
Yes.
To skate for them next season.
Yeah, he playing both hockey and lacrosse from what I've heard.
All right, Laconia. We get a win at the X, and now once again look to retake the lead here. Got off to that good 2-0 start, but it's been Hopkinton who scored 3 of the last 4 goals of this one. Meanwhile, another good play in the passing lane is Condon. The long pole, able to break it up and come away with the ground ball.
They got numbers.
They do. They look upfield. Tough catch by Whitehead, trying to split dodge. Goes back door, and then a save at the doorstep by Cam Harriman. Went upstairs to stop it. His teammate Jake Mello, the senior, is Johnny on the spot with the ground ball, and Laconia's got it. Now Harriman, long outlet. Mello reverses direction. Fires off the back foot. Deep one up for grabs. It's going to land. Goal line extended and scooped up behind the cage by Roy. Roy's got 2 guys all over him looking for help. Gets it from Kerrigan. Kerrigan now harassed as Duval tries to step in. Duval holding his knee and apparently in some pain. Senior hobbling around. Laconia does get to the ground ball in the end. And do we have a whistle here?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear a whistle, but we have a frozen clock with 9.5 to go. 9:33 on the board.
Could be an official's timeout just for the injury on Duval.
And Duval going to get a round of applause. Tough kid, but as you can tell, he's in some pain here. Going to come over to the side and have a word with Coach Devitt. Meanwhile, Laconia back to work. 2.5 gone by, second quarter. Tucker goes 5-hole and gets it. Well, hard to tell if Standifer got a piece of that and then it just rolled in, or if that went cleanly through the 5-hole down low. Either way, it's the second goal for Tucker. And Laconia is back in front 4-3.
Little double clutch with the footwork there, and a good right-handed blast. You get a better look here. Almost a good push there by Fitzgerald, but nothing doing. No, I don't think he got a piece of that. It might have hit on the inside of his leg, but you got a violation here. Laconia.
First against Laconia. We saw 2 go against Hopkinton. Meanwhile, good S-dodge here. The long pole wants a shot for himself. The bouncer, though, is wide. That's ready. The junior captain. I understand he's got a few schools looking at him. Both UMass and Williams are interested in that young man, and we can see why. Meanwhile, I believe this is the first time out it is, and it's called by Hopkinton. It comes with just about 3 minutes gone by in this second quarter. Hawks trailing the Sachems by a score of 4-3. Well, a reminder that New Hampshire community colleges offer more than 200 associate degree and certification programs aligned with career opportunities and transfer pathways, all affordably priced. There are many reasons to choose community next fall. Learn more at choosecommunity.com. From free checking to the right savings account for your whole family, Service Credit Union is there for all your financial needs. Learn more at servicecu.org. Convenient MD is proud to support its communities both in and out of the clinic, whether it's the flu or a broken bone. Know that you're getting quality care at affordable rates from New England's leading urgent care. And finally, Special Olympics New Hampshire and the NHIAA believe that through the Unified Sports Partnership, young people can become agents of change in their school and their communities. The NHIAA currently offers unified programs in soccer, basketball, outdoor track, and volleyball. For more information on unified sports, please visit www.nhiaa.org. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe here with you. First of 3 championship games. Derryfield Portsmouth coming your way at 5 o'clock for the D2 final, and then the Division I championship between Bishop Gurdon and Exeter comes your way at 7:30. This one has been back and forth through the first now 15 minutes of game action, with Laconia holding a 4-3 lead over Hopkinton.
Quite frankly, this is my kind of game. My kind of game. We've seen so many blowouts this year. This is my kind of lacrosse game, and it's living up to what Coach Devitt had said to me earlier, that they want to play fast, and he did not think this was going to be a 1 or 2 goal game. A low-scoring game. It might end up being a 1 or 2 goal game, but he didn't think it was going to be low-scoring, single-digit.
It was an 8-5 regular season finale, or final.
That's a push.
Back on May the 19th. Yeah, they're going to get him. Let's get some of the Hawk fans upset. It's the push whistled against Whitehead.
Ward, yeah. Oh, it's going to get him going. Yeah, the Hopkinton fans are a little bit upset that they didn't call the same thing against Brown.
Meanwhile, Brown's backdoor feed is off target. Meanwhile, Harriman leaving the cage, trying to fight for that one. In a battle there with Patrick Buss, the sophomore, and in the end, the officials say, let's stay here.
Yeah, official Mike Toth right there on the line.
As we mentioned, some veterans down there, and here's the game's first flag.
Yeah, we're going to see a slash here.
Brown shot, swallowed up, and that'll bring the whistle. The game's first penalty comes with just about 4 minutes gone by in this second quarter.
Procedure. Offsides. Wow.
Well, it was thrown by the backside trail official, who was right along the 50-yard line, saw something. So that mistake against Laconia may be costly, as Hopkinton's got a great opportunity to tie this game. The man in the box is Cole Roy, the senior, one of the 5 captains in red, having a word at the heels of Coach McDonough. Meanwhile, this kid has been playing some good defense. Taken away by Zach Whitney, the senior. Still got it, by the way. Long pole, fires a pass to his left. They drop it down, and there's the finish. Lucas Bean, the senior, able to fill the fast break, so to speak. The transition goal gives Laconia a 5-3 lead.
Wow, now this is just a classic textbook fast break formation right from the start. At the top, go low. Good rotation by the defense, actually. A little slow on the backside by the eventual goal scorer of Bean, but wow, that's something you line up with your youth program and show them how it's played. Well done.
Bean becomes the fourth Sachem to score in this first half.
And I'm not sure. I don't think that was a man down goal for them. It might have been.
No, it is.
It is a man down.
Still down in there.
Still down, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, Roy still on his left knee in the penalty box. So a man down goal for Bean. He's got Laconia out in front 5-3. Sachems have never trailed and have held leads of 2 before. Now 4.5 gone by, looking for their first 3-goal advantage of this first half.
We've actually seen 3 or 4 man-down goals
yeah, in
by
this tournament.
teams this year. Yeah, in the tournament too. Yeah, you're right.
Near side, Bean, giving room. Laconia, they had a couple long possessions in that first quarter and are okay now that they're back to even strength, running a little clock here, 5 minutes in second quarter.
Yeah, where they've had long possessions, Hopkinton has not. They have had but one really good long possession, and they really haven't even run any type of offensive set or motion, which is certainly not what they had planned on doing coming into this game. They don't mind running transition, but they're not running it right now. Laconia is certainly possessing the ball and playing a more strategic offensive game. Nice.
Bouncer over the shoulder. Cole Roy, fresh out of the box. Able to go over the middle, get the bouncer, went over Standiford's shoulder. Laconia scored 3 in a row.
Yeah, this is Rod Roy's son, one of the assistant coaches for Laconia, Cole Roy. Rod has run the youth program up there in Laconia for a long, long time, and boy, he showed some experience there. You know what I like about bounce shots, Nick, and that was a beauty.
Yep, well placed, using the turf to his advantage. Roy has his first goal.
Tukes.
Face-off man in the end ends up with it. He's mowed down from behind, and here comes the flag. All 3 officials. Well, there's 4 here, of course, but 3 reaching into their pockets there for an obvious penalty. It'll be the second against Laconia here in this second quarter.
It's going to be a push.
Coach McDonough going to bring Keaton Beck, big sophomore, back onto the field.
So that's our star defender, Whitney.
Yeah, that's Zach Whitney, who has played excellent defense in this first half. Gets a pat on the shoulder there as he takes a knee in the penalty box. So, again, Hopkinton on the EMO with a chance to cut into this Laconia lead. Hasn't been easy. 2 of their first 3 goals came in that first quarter. Good feed across the zone, but it's dropped on the weak side. Mello now in pursuit. A flag comes as Mello scoops it. The officials blow the whistle right in front of our cameraman, Matt Beals, and we get...
Yeah, looks like a cross-check for number 9 on Laconia.
Yeah, that was Mello, who was in the mix. And in fact, got his stick on the ball there during the scrum as we get another look.
No, it's going to be against Hopkinton. Cross-check.
Well, that makes more sense after looking at the replay there.
It's like 18 is going to get it here.
19.
19.
That's Nick Martell, the junior. The attackman, not a word as he now listens to Coach Devitt.
It'll be 5-on-5 for the next 30 seconds here because there's still a penalty on Laconia.
Yeah. Yeah, Whitney is getting ready to rejoin his teammates for Laconia. Meanwhile, we move past the midway point of this second quarter. And again, a defense chant has broken out from Hopkinton. Going to swing it near side. Roy giving room. Goes back door. Pass gets through everybody and ends up out of bounds. Well, just not there that time, right, Roger?
No, just not there. Just a little bit of sloppy play there, and I made a mistake that that penalty did release for Laconia at the start of that whistle. That was only a 30-second penalty. So it was 6 on 5.
We're down to the final 15 seconds of the Hopkinton penalty. Hawks just trying to hang on to it. Somebody kicks it towards the net, and the fire is stamped out by Harriman. Inside of 5 minutes we go. Harriman's outlet gets away from Tucker. That one came in too low. Tucker trying to tell his teammates, let's calm down here. Hopkinton gets a gift with 2 seconds left on their penalty.
Yeah, and on this beginning of this EMO for Hopkinton, they were doing exactly what I was told was going to be the approach on extra man, which was try to get motion on a 3-3 and get the backside open with a skip pass. They got the pass in, but it was a bad pass, and then the turnover.
This one sails away from the Hawks as well. Brown trying to find Whitehead back door, and that one ends back up with Laconia. Sachems miss an opportunity there. The Hawks miss an opportunity, and now Laconia tries to work out of their own end against this ride here as we head towards 4 minutes first half. Got a timeout. That's the first timeout used by Coach McDonough as he wants to talk it over his team. Playing pretty well in this first half. They've never trailed. They've scored 3 straight and have their largest lead on the board here, 6-3. The 6 goals also are more than they managed back in the regular season meeting on May the 19th when they fell 8-5.
I'm impressed. Haven't heard a lot about Laconia. Haven't seen a lot about Laconia. But man, they're giving the Hawks a run for the money right now, and they're playing some pretty smart lacrosse. Man, not much in the unforced error department, which is kind of creeping up and becoming a bugaboo for the Hawks here late in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think too many turnovers for Coach Blue's liking here in this first half.
Yeah, and Coach Devitt is now talking to Brown down there on the field. Just, hey, calm down. You don't have to do it yourself. He's the one that threw that errant pass over to Whitehead that caused the turnover here. Hey, some of these boys have never been in the big show, and it can affect you certainly in the first part of the game, and certainly that's what the coaches are going to try to do here.
We certainly got a championship atmosphere today, as this bleacher section here on the near side is about 3/4 full. I would say Laconia maybe has a little bit of a numbers edge, maybe, although it's close. Again, the Sachem fans off to our right in red and white. And the Hopkinton crowd, they are in green and white to our left.
Yeah, Hopkinton, they won their last Division III title in 2019. But a lot of these seniors, in fact, all of the seniors, if they were playing lacrosse at that time, they were just freshmen. This is freshman or sophomore, that is. But, they didn't play a lot of lacrosse in 20, obviously. And, this is the big show again. With Laconia, they've been in the show.
Hopkinton hoping to win a 4th title in the last 5 seasons. Of course, there was no season in 2020. Last year, the crown in Division III was captured by Trinity. I'd say the Sachems are building a little bit of a ground ball advantage, too. They get another one here to keep it at this end and wind this clock down inside of the 4-minute mark. Tucker to the middle, draws a slide. His shot, though, is denied down low. Standiford.
In fact, to pick up on your comment there about Trinity winning it last year, since 2014, it's only been Trinity, Hopkinton, and Laconia winning championships. So this is an exclusive club. Nothing thrown away.
2 of the premier programs in the division colliding tonight. Of course, Laconia, they arrive via an upset win. They knocked off top seed and undefeated Campbell. Here's a flag. Laconia's Cody Newman Did a full-blown somersault right in front of his head coach.
Yeah, that's a legit trip. You know, the Sachem defender.
It's Garrett Fitzgerald, the senior midfielder, guilty.
Yeah, he did a little stutter step there and took the timing away from the Hopkinton player, and he tripped him. You know, even if it's not intentional, a trip is a trip in lacrosse.
So 1 minute on the board here as we move towards 3 minutes in this first half. Coming up at halftime. Full recap of that first half, stats, highlights, plus a preview of the Division II and Division I championship games. That's all coming up at halftime. Shot, score. Cole Roy, the senior on the step down, giving room. Laconia has scored a man down goal earlier. They get a man up goal here to make it 7-3.
Yeah, pretty simple rotation here. Don't normally like to see a big outside step down, but Cole Roy, he places this perfectly. And the big goaltender, Standifer, has a little difficulty getting over to his offside down low in that pocketed area, what I used to call the triangle to my players. Get down in that lower weak side triangle. Well done, well placed.
Face-off win for Osevich. And Laconia has got an opportunity now to keep this thing going. 4 straight goals. The last 2 scored by Cole Roy, who along with his teammate Carson Tucker lead the goal-scoring category in this first half either way. 2.5 remaining. And again, Laconia in no hurry, enjoying their largest lead. Coach McDonough going to shuffle the cards and now take a knee on that sideline. Watches a 2-man game develop up top to his right.
Oh, bad play.
Bean. Ball loose near side. Fanning on it. Was ready. Couldn't quite capture it. And in the end, it's Laconia's Evan Rollins who keeps it right here. Another ground ball for the Sachems.
Boy, they are vacuuming up all the fodder out there when it comes to ground balls. You're right, Nick. And Hopkinton's got to get it together here on defense. They're sliding adjacent down low, and you just can't leave those attackmen on goal unextended open like that. And that was a mistake that Standifer pulled it out for them.
Inside of 2 minutes. Harriman wants the one-on-one to his right, absorbs a check to his left, knocked off balance, but keeps on trucking behind the net, looks for a man at the top of the box. We get a whistle, and we get a timeout.
Good thing, too.
Coach McDonough didn't like what was going on there. He's going to use his second and final timeout of this first half with 1:32 to go.
Yeah, perfectly timed timeout. You can't prognosticate what's happening, but with Harriman behind and the defense kind of packed in like that, he only had one guy open up at the top of the box there. Probably a good 15, 17 yards out, and he ends up throwing it out of bounds anyway. So, McDonough definitely didn't like what he saw there for numbers in the matchups, and you might even get, a last shot scenario here with 1.5 minutes left.
Well, these two head coaches seemed like they were dialed in this morning when we spoke with them on our Sunday morning show, FNL Lacrosse, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Both coaches we're excited to be here, first and foremost, and, well, we're pleased with the fact that their teams were still alive on Championship Sunday. Both of these squads have already accomplished a lot this season, regardless of what happens in this one. But you could tell, perhaps, that at least in Laconia's case, based on what we've seen here through the first half, that they're apparently riding pretty high, coming off that semifinal victory over previously unbeaten and top-seeded Campbell.
Yeah, and first off, a comment about this morning's show. Well, just a great job. I mean, that was an exciting 2 hours to listen, for a lacrosse junkie like me, to see the 6 coaches talk about their teams. And
helped to set the stage for today.
Oh, my gosh, did it. And, I don't know a lot about Deacon Blue. Have heard him over the years on the show. You've had him on the show many times, and didn't really know about Steve McDonough, but you asked that question to Coach McDonough, and that is, is this game going to be a downer? Is it a trap game coming into this the championship game after banging away at the number one seed in the tournament, Campbell, and it has not affected these guys at all, not at all.
Well, the thought was it could go one of two ways, right? I mean, you can either continue to ride that wave of momentum, which I think we've seen here in this first half with this 7-3 lead, or sometimes you put so much into that upset victory that a come down may or may not be inevitable, but it has gone Laconia's way more often than not so far, with still a minute 20 remaining until halftime.
Yeah, and it's just it looks like he stepped out of bounds over there.
That was the call, at least. Stephen Reddy rolling his eyes after the official blew the whistle.
But yeah, the maturity level, I think, sinks in and has a factor in sports. Hits a body.
Ricochets back out. Another ground ball for Osevich.
And I think how you practice before the championship after a big riding high game like that too. Did you have practices that was a lot of kidding around and
well, it's funny you bring that up because they've had graduation to deal with and a number of off-field activities that may or may not be distractions. It has not been a distraction for this young man, Cole Roy, the senior, has a first-half hat trick, and he scored the last 3 in a row as this lead continues to stretch for Laconia, now 8-3.
Well, and he waits for the defender to come up and play him. Bad footwork on the part of number 20, Josh Duval. He plants his feet, and Cole basically just waits for him to do that. He doesn't have good body position and lateral movement capabilities, and he just blows by him to the fact that Josh just gives up. He doesn't even try to trail him.
Meanwhile, whistle against Hopkinton. Procedure call against the face-off man, Tewksbury. Going to give it right back to the Sachems. 30 seconds remaining, Laconia.
Oh,
they're licking their chops here. A chance maybe for a 6-goal lead before halftime. Some pretty tough defense here on the near side wing, trying to knock Osevich off course. Down to 15 seconds. Osevich wants a one-on-one here. The defender welcomes the challenge. That's Molnar. Osevich whips it back near side, poked loose by the long pole, Ready, able to break up the pass, and that will do it for the first half. Laconia looking good in this championship game. An 8-3 lead on the board. They score 5 in a row to close out the second quarter. And right now we're halfway home to adding another Division III championship trophy to the trophy case.
Impressive performance there by Laconia. Wasn't expecting an 8-3 game at half. Was expecting maybe, if it was going to be 8, maybe 8-6, 8-7, something like that. Either way, Hawks or Sachems. But Hopkinton's got to tighten up on their defense. They're doing well in net, obviously. Standifer's getting his saves. But yeah, they got to come out fresh with a new set of plays and some new energy.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, take a look back at the first half, highlights, stats, and analysis, plus a preview of the upcoming Division II and I championship games. Dairyfield and Portsmouth come up at 5, BG and Exeter at 7:30. All that on the way next. Halftime here in Exeter, Laconia leading Hopkinton 8-3. You are watching the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance in conjunction tonight with the NFHS Network.
broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the time, given that spring is here, the market is hot, and interest rates remain at all-time lows. It's time to call Roger Howe, a licensed professional realtor with the Bean Group. Not sure what your home is worth? Roger will provide a market analysis for you at no charge. With 12 years experience in residential, commercial, leasing, and investment properties, Roger knows your local market. So contact Roger Howe of the Bean Group today.
At Dead River Company, the work we do is about more than just filling up tanks. It's about the everyday moments in your home. We're here to fix your heating equipment, so you have heat and hot water for moments like this. We brave the elements, so you're always safe and warm. Anytime, day or night. Because it's moments like this that we do everything we do.
Dead River Company, it's not your job to worry about the heat. It's ours.
Become a customer today, and we'll be there for the moments that matter to you.
Halftime here in Exeter. Laconia looking good through 24 minutes of play. Out in front of Hopkinton by a score of 8-3. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe with you from Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're presented by Beals Insurance, and we're broadcasting live in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Laconia, fresh off an upset in the semifinals. They knocked out top seed and previously unbeaten Campbell by a final of 7-6 earlier this week. And they came in apparently still riding that momentum. They score the first 2 goals of the game. Built a 2-0 lead 5 minutes in. Carson Tucker and then Evan Rollins able to light the lamp. Hopkinton, though, responded midway through the first quarter. Josh Duval and Ryan Brown in that order, 2-2. And then at the tail end of that first quarter, Evan Carignan put Laconia back in front, and that was our score after 3-2 Sachem's. And then the Hawks tied it very early, less than a minute in. Aiden Burns knotted us up at 3 apiece, but then the rest of that second quarter belonged to Coach McDonough's Sachem's as Laconia scores 5 in a row. Tucker his second, Lucas Bean with a nice transition goal on a man down. Then they get Cole Roy going as the senior midfielder, one of the captains, ends up scoring 3 straight, including a man-up goal. They come at the 6:36 mark, 2:59, and then 37 seconds remaining He pulls off the hat trick, and that's where we are at halftime. Laconia looking for a 5th championship in school history. They've got an 8-3 lead to begin this third quarter.
And I like what the Hopkinton Hawks have done here. They spent very little time in the locker room. I have spent many a game, 3 of them to be exact, in that locker room at halftime in a championship game. And when you are down at halftime and you're in that locker room with no doors, no windows, you're sitting there hanging your head trying to recuperate.
Yep.
It can be a real downer. And they're right out on the field early before Laconia, getting their sticks back. And, coming out with a different attitude, which is exactly what they need. But on the Laconia side of things, wow, Colroy and Tucker, they are really impressive. We obviously have said several times here that we, didn't get a chance to see Laconia this year, but they are impressive. And, when I've been sitting there, watching the standings and seeing, the tweets going back and forth, I can now see why they have an 11-3 record, and they've lost those only 3 games to all playoff teams this year.
All right, X's and O's wise, Roger. What do we see here in the second half? Hopkinton down 5. I'd imagine would have an adjustment or 2 up their sleeve. We'll start with Coach Blue and the Hawks. What do you see differently?
Well, they've got to start dominating at the X. It's a 6-6 advantage right now. The couple violations with Hopkinton, but they need to settle in. They need to get a good long possession here, at least a couple of goals before Laconia can kind of get their breath and keep the train rolling on their side. But we need to see more out of Brown. Brown actually didn't play a bad half there, but Whitehead, their leading scorer, they need to get him involved in this game a lot more deeply.
All right. Laconia, they're up 5. They've done a lot of good things so far, including carve out an advantage unofficially, at least with the ground balls. They've limited the amount of shots. They've forced turnovers. They've handled the clear. I'd imagine if you're Coach McDonough, you're looking for more of the same here in quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, just keep the pressure on. Push on transition. Get that, since they are winning the ground ball battle unofficially. They got it. When you can do that and you can push transition. This is the other thing that I did not mention, but it wanted to. Hopkinton's got to shore things up on defense and tighten things up. And if they can't do that, and Laconia continues in the ground ball domination, they are going to wear that defense down to nothing, and like in so many games we've done this year, they're going to tire them out.
The face-off between Osevich and Molnar. They pin each other down here to begin this second half, and the officials going to call a hold against Hopkinton's Molnar.
Interesting.
Molnar has played physical here, done a little bit of everything, including face-off.
And that's their third face-off guy they've used here today.
And it's been kind of a rotation for Coach Blue. Coach with his arms crossed, barking at the defense here. Likes what he sees. The long pole, Stephen Reddy pokes it away from Tucker. Reddy had the inside track, but fans on the ground ball. And this one is lifted back towards midfield. Ultimately, Osevich unaccompanied as he regains control here for Laconia.
Yeah, and this is another thing. Turnovers has been the Achilles heel on the Hawks side.
Osevich now bodied up by Burns.
Good late
and
check.
Burns poked it loose. Slide came over as well. Reddy on the ground ball, took a whack upstairs, and that draws the flag from the official. Now in full speed is Burns, going to pump the brake. Penalty coming against Laconia. Swimming through the defense is Duval. Shot off, backed up, and then finished on the weak side. That's Quinn Whitehead. The senior has led his team in scoring all season. Quiet until now. The officials try to sort this out here. I think they're going to wave it off.
I thought that was a slash, but that's okay.
They wave off the penalty. Will stay at even strength, but Hopkinton, they get the momentum boost they were looking for. They're back within 4 at 8-4.
Yeah, I got my tea leaves working again, Nick. There's Whitehead. Just as I said, they need to get him involved there, although that was a broken play. But again, Hopkinton gets possession on this flag down. and they push. They should have just circled back and brought their offense out there to get a good layup play. The result was still good, but man, they got to play a little smarter. They're pushing and rushing where they don't need to.
Well, I think
again,
Coach Blue is okay with that. Ryan Brown. Boy, how many shot fakes, how many head fakes can you pull out of the bag in one play? That's Brown's second goal. Back-to-back scores for Laconia, just 8 seconds apart.
I'm gonna institute that in my next drill if I ever get a chance to coach again. Get 3 face dodge drills in front, and there they are, because he just weaved his way with 3 face dodges right to pay dirt.
Wow. So don't blink now, but it's just a 3-goal game at 8-5. Back-to-back goals for Hopkinton, and we got ourselves a potentially brand new game here. Hopkinton still with some ground to gain, though. They trail by 3, but they've got the momentum with them for sure.
Now here's where you got to slow things down.
Fitzgerald trying to do the same thing his teammate did a moment ago and swim upstream through 5 defenders. Shot ends up weakly on the ground and now is up for grabs in that far corner. A 4-player pileup ends up with Hopkinton.
Now they need to slow.
Whitehead to the middle. Whitehead wants a shot.
And no backup.
Not Whitehead, rather, but Burns, who failed there to draw iron or net. Sails high and out of play back over to Laconia.
Yeah, you can't play lacrosse this way. You have got to retain possession, and these guys are forcing things far too much. And they've got numbers, and they've got skill.
Meanwhile, the Laconia fans are upset. Brody Rollins went down, and that leads to another Brown shot and score. Well, the Hopkinton faithful jumping up and down in the stands after that one. Brown's got the hat trick. The Ride able to produce the turnover, and Brown is able to cash in on a step down from straight away.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep quiet here about what I'm seeing out there as far as the traditional way of playing lacrosse. But yeah, you can't stop this. Man, he drops his shoulders down and forces the Laconia timeout.
It comes with 2.5 gone by here in this third quarter. Our broadcast brought to you in part, of course, in conjunction with the NHIAA and the NFHS. Remind you that thousands of New Hampshire student athletes have learned valuable life lessons about sportsmanship, teamwork, and respect through participation in interscholastic athletics. Thank you for your cooperation and good sportsmanship throughout the contest. Final Forms is a proud sponsor of the NHIAA. Final Forms leads the way in sports registration for compliance, health, and safety of our athletes, and is an official partner of the NHIAA. See finalforms.com for more. Become an official. Right, it's always good advice. Becoming a high school sports official is an easy call. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, either call Bill Ball or visit NHIAA.org. Nick Anastas with Roger Howe here from Bill Ball Stadium. The longtime athletic director, of course, is also the officials coordinator and is responsible for this great team that's on the field here. 4-man crew doing a great job, I think, so far.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And to tag along with that, we've seen a lot of young coaches coming into the league. Matt Brewster at Exeter, Dom St. Laurent over at Hollis Brookline. It's nice to see guys like Tommy Hurley, who also played at Bishop Girton, come in and become an official. So it can be done.
Meanwhile, look at this. Reddy. The long pole. Lost it at midfield. Whitney is in there, takes a big check, keeps on ticking, in fact draws a flag.
Yeah.
Whitney's got a man open near the cage. Out of the net comes Standifer to lay the big hit. Another flag flies as Rollins went flying. And finally the officials touch everything up here with 3 minutes gone by in this third quarter. Some penalties on the way against the Hawks.
Yeah, 18's going to go here, and it looks like Standifer is going to go. I don't agree with the latter. You gotta do everything you can in that one-on-one. He led with his hands. You can see where his hands are, which is the proper position. You want your hands close together, but let's take a look at it again. It's hard to, yeah, he extended his hands a bit, and I think that's what crew chief Murphy saw there. So let's get the calls here. We got 18 and 1, so they're going to have to pull the goalie.
That means the freshman Merrick Chapin is going to have to come on here and get loose right away. Chapin, number 17 in white, you can see, trying to get himself up to game speed very quickly. The big starting goaltender, Elijah Standifer, going to be a future Keene State Owl. Down in the box having a word with Coach Devitt, joined by his teammate Aiden Burns.
All right, yeah. So we got a push and an illegal body check on the goalie, prompting, as you said, the freshman to come in and play for that 1 minute. So we got a 30 in a minute, and then it'll be 6-on-4.
Laconia, they led by 5 at halftime. Their lead is trimmed to 2 as Hopkinton scores 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of quarter number 3. And now the Hawk fans stomping on the bleachers and shaking the press box here at Bill Ball Stadium.
I'll say.
Sachem's back to work. They scored a man-up goal back in that second quarter. Shot. Score. It looked like it went low and to the left of the freshman goaltender Chapin.
Yeah, he's got it dialed in right now, I'll tell you that.
It's Roy's fourth. Roy scored 3 in that second quarter alone. Able to wind up and really place that one well with just over 3 minutes gone by in this third quarter.
That's his second man-up goal, too, of the game, and that'll release the penalties and the pain.
A costly couple of penalties there, as it doesn't take long for the senior to score his 4th goal. So, after Hopkinton scores 3 in a row, Laconia able to capitalize on the EMO, and now the Hawks win the faceoff. They look to push near side, in and out of the stick, it looked like, of Lincoln Wilson, the junior. And now bodies in the wake of the ball as it heads toward the near sideline. It ends up with Hopkinton. The officials are going to throw the laundry. As Aiden Burns still with the possession. Despite taking a number of hits there, it's been a very physical game. Bodies have been on the turf consistently throughout this one. And now another penalty on the way against Laconia with 4 minutes gone by in this third quarter.
Oh,
this one is dropped near side. That's Mello, the defender, trying to get to it, and he does so to bring the whistle.
I think it's going to be on Mello, actually.
Well, we know it's against Laconia. They took 2 penalties back in that second quarter.
I think there's 2 penalties here, in fact.
Like a push in the back, maybe.
Are they going to get 18? I thought Mello had a...
Yeah, they're going to get Osevich. They probably should have gotten Cody Newman, but... Is it Osevich? No. Well, Osevich is off the field, but the man in the box is Brody Rollins, number 2 in red. So somewhere in that scuffle, they caught Rollins doing something. The sophomore down on his right knee in the penalty box. All right. 6 total goals here for Hopkinton. 3 of those came within a 3-minute mark, 3-minute stretch. We'll try to get another here, but that's a tough angle shot down by the goal for Aiden Burns, as Hopkinton is going to keep it right here. Swing it around. Backdoor, feed and score. What pretty pass across the zone for Patrick Buss, the sophomore attackman, with a slam dunk near the net to bring Hopkinton back within 2. A man-up goal for the Hawks.
Very, very nice. And this is the kind of play that puts energy back into your team. Brown gets the assist on this. He's having a point fiesta out there, but a nice cross-box feed, which is what Coach Devitt said they were looking for on man-up, and it pays off this time. Well done by the Hawks. Two back-to-back emo goals, too.
Yeah.
Either squad.
So after managing just 3 goals in the first half, Hopkinton has put up 4 here in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter to get back within 2 at 9-7. Laconia, meanwhile, they win another face-off. What do we have for totals there, Roger?
On face-offs?
At the X,
We're actually dead even right now.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
It's been pretty back and forth, pretty even. And dead even, according to our stats. Meanwhile, Tucker, 2 goals in that first half. Duval harassing him, chopping at him from behind. Gets rid of it finally over to Roy here on the near wing. Tucker again hit by Duval. This time gets the step. The bouncer denied. A good right to left stave there by Stanifer. Outlet by the big goaltender. Pulled in on the move by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on the clear. Fitzgerald looking for a split dodge. Throws it away. Outside the outstretched arm of Brown, who hustles to keep it in play on that far sideline. And now the Laconia long pole. Edgar Conroy trying to spin out of trouble, and he can't. Strip taken away. Hopkinton going to keep it here as we hit the midway point, third period. Split dodge. Taking on 3 guys and scoring is Whitehead. Quinn Whitehead. His second goal of this third period. The team's leading scorer has got his club back within 1.
Well, you mentioned how physical it's getting, but it's all physical play out in the middle of the field and, going for ground balls. You need to start banging on bodies here. And if you're going to slide like 22 just did, instead of going for the stick with your stick, you got to put a body on that dodging player. You can't have this going on all day without a body going down.
Hopkinton has now scored 5 of the 6 here in the third quarter.
20.
Reddy throwing his weight around, call for the push.
Yeah. Oh, they want to reverse it? No. Oh, they want him back in the box. No release.
Yeah, Brody Rollins going to jog back to the sideline. Now I think we're even. Past the midway point, third quarter. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. A 1-goal game. Osevich to his right. The bouncer ends up with his teammate who's going to finish the job along the near side post. That's Evan Carrigan. His second goal. The senior played it perfectly off the bounce and almost in one motion. Able to collect and finish. 10-8 Laconia.
Does Laconia have a hockey team? I mean, these guys are picking up rebounds and finding little or no space, and they're right on top of things. And Carrigan gets the bounce off of 18 shot here. Standiford doesn't get over quick enough and doesn't stand tall against the post, and he gets burned.
So Laconia gets an insurance goal, much needed. Insurance goal to double the lead, push it back up to 2 at 10-8. Meanwhile, a lengthy ground ball scrum belongs to Hopkinton. Ready. The long pole down the middle. Wants his own shot here, I think, but lost it from behind, and out of the net comes Harriman in a full sprint. The senior goaltender stops himself at midfield, has his pass broken up, but he collects. Looks to flip it over to Rollins and then head back to the cage after a job well done. Laconia hoping to settle in here, Roger. I think take a breath as we're inside of 5 minutes, third quarter. A chance to go back up 8 and quiet this Hopkinton crowd a little bit. Go back up 3.
Yeah. You know what? This is where they need a good possession right now and try and just squelch a little bit of the excitement that Hopkinton's gained here. And certainly the momentum was in their favor.
Carrigan in some trouble trying to escape Duval, flips it over to Tucker, and now Tucker finds some breathing room behind the cage. We hit the 4-minute mark, third quarter. Tucker circling back middle, going to shoot on the run, stopped.
Did it go in?
I don't think so. Stanifer.
Oh, there it is.
He couldn't locate it for a moment. Ultimately finds it off to his left. Keeps it out of the net. Hopkinton, they get the stop they're hoping for. Now trying to swim upstream here is Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald makes one man miss, steps in front of another, leaves it for Brown. Shot not happening. Harriman read that one perfectly. Another save for the senior.
Yeah, that should have been on the ground. Brown has seen success today, but everything's been in the air.
Yeah. Brown with 3 goals. 2 of those in this third quarter. This one gets away from Laconia. Stanifer collects it, but the outlet pass is mishandled on the far sideline, and now trying to box everybody out is the defender Cam Bassett. This one ends up out of play. And we'll stay with Laconia.
Bassett, one of 2 New Hampshire Tomahawk players on this Hopkinton team. Called his name in the first quarter. Haven't called him much since, but
that's what you want, though, if you're a defenseman, right? You'd rather stay anonymous. It means you're doing a good job.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, he's in on the hit there that forces this one loose. Scooped up by his long pole teammate Condon. And then a good clear here down the middle for Nessler.
Oh.
Nessler is stood up. Big hit by Whitney that jars it loose, and then Whitney another ground ball.
Yeah, unless you're Zach Whitney.
He's played excellent.
We've talked about him several times today.
Yeah. Here's a good spin move. This is Newman trying to find the 50. He does so. Some nifty footwork there for the long pole. The defender still got it here. Going to find some daylight and flips it over.
Zach Whitney reminds me of Gunnar Jackson from Portsmouth. Same stature, same build, similar skill levels. Love to move the ball up field when they get a chance.
Speaking of Portsmouth, we'll see the Clippers gun for their second straight Division II championship coming up at 5 against perennial power Derryfield. This one goes off the crossbar, is loose out in front of the crease. Stanifer ultimately able to collect. The goaltender's outlet taken on the near side by Reddy. Reddy in a foot race to long pole. Seek in the middle of the field. We're down to 100 seconds, third quarter.
Ooh.
This one took a bounce down by the ankle. Brown couldn't find it. Laconia does. And they're coming now right to left with Evan Rollins. Near side for Tucker. Minute 20 to go, and again Laconia looks to the sideline. Coach McDonough calling out a play.
Yeah, I rag it here. Just rag it. Just, go perimeter. Make them play you high.
Looking for a 2-man game at the top of the box. Not going to happen. Tucker to Osevich.
No.
Throw it away.
No.
Off target. Out in front of Bean, the intended target, and given right back to Hopkinton with 1 minute even remaining in this third quarter.
I don't even know why you would want to do a step down that far out with such a slow rotation going on. That would have been a clear look for Stanifer.
Under 45 seconds. Fitzgerald.
Got the opening. Nope.
Whitehead couldn't find a room in the end. Big hit from behind. A flag does fly. It's going to be a penalty against Hopkinton here with 30 seconds to go. Kind of a blindside layout there that drew the officials' attention. Meanwhile, on the clear, Laconia, they get it into the stick of Tucker.
Run this clock down.
Down to 20 seconds. Tucker to the middle. In no rush, going to pull it out.
Yeah, this is going to be a personal foul, too, I think, against number 18.
So Laconia, I think, should have the ball to begin the fourth quarter, unless
if they play it right.
They want to hold on to it. Harriman is in trouble. He lost it at the tail end. We get the horn. And now I guess it's up in the air whether or not we're going to face off to begin the fourth quarter or if Laconia will have it. We'll find out when we come back here. It's 10-8 as we head down the stretch. 12 minutes of regulation remaining. Laconia looking for their 5th championship and their first in 6 years. Will it be the Sachems who close it out, or does Hopkinton have one more run in them? We begin to find out next, fourth quarter on the other side. You're watching the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division I, Division III championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the time, given that spring is here, the market is hot, and interest rates remain at all-time lows. It's time to call Roger Howe, a licensed professional realtor with the Bean Group. Not sure what your home is worth? Roger will provide a market analysis for you at no charge. With 12 years experience in residential, commercial, leasing, and investment properties, Roger knows your local market. So contact Roger Howe of the Bean Group today.
At Dead River Company, the work we do is about more than just filling up tanks. It's about the everyday moments in your home. We're here to fix your heating equipment, so you have heat and hot water for moments like this. We brave the elements, so you're always safe and warm. Anytime, day or night. Because it's moments like this that we do everything we do.
Dead River Company. It's not your job to worry about the heat. It's ours.
Become a customer today, and we'll be there for the moments that matter to you.
Well, buckle up for the fourth quarter. 12 minutes remaining. Laconia, a 2-goal lead over Hopkinton, 10-8 here in this 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III Championship game here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance. We're broadcasting, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe with you. A packed house here at Bill Ball Stadium. First of 3 championship games coming your way. The D2 final starts at 5 Eastern. The D1 final begins at 7:30. 7:30. Thank you very much. Well, Laconia, they have never trailed. Built up a 3-2 lead after one, stretched that on the heels of a 5-0 run to 8-3 at halftime. That's when Hopkinton woke up, as the Hawks score 5 of the first 6 goals of that third quarter. Laconia, they get one back around the 5-minute mark, and then we go scoreless for the final 5+, final 5:18 of that third quarter. And we begin here with Hopkinton a man down. Laconia, special teams have worked. Cole Roy has been a big reason why. He leads all scorers with 4 goals this afternoon. So Laconia, a 10-8 lead, and on the EMO to begin this fourth quarter. They go across the zone. Ends up with a pretty good shot there for Evan Rollins, but he misses wide.
Yeah, so Hopkinton is man down, as you said. That was an illegal body check against number 18, Aiden Burns. So he's in the box for a minute. And that started right at the start of the quarter.
Step down, Tucker. Bang. That one from deep. And that's a hat trick for Carson. The sophomore midfielder has stepped up tonight in the championship. Laconia, another insurance goal now, 11-8.
Yeah, Hopkinton really needed that extra man offense to be unsuccessful. They had a really good push going there, and it's unfortunate that they get that EMO goal again. We're seeing a lot of penalties here late in this game, Nick, and we're actually seeing capitalization on the extra man.
Yeah, in both ways, really. See man up goals, man down goals. But Laconia, they're getting really, Roger, right to business early in the penalty clock, and that's paid off.
Yes, indeed.
Tucker's third comes 41 seconds into this fourth quarter to make it 11-8. Second man-up goal for Laconia in the second half. They scored one before halftime as well. Just over a minute gone, fourth quarter. Face-offs has been pretty even. Laconia wins a big one there. Vasovic sets up a shot for Harriman. Youngster was jammed up, it looked like, on the release there from the far wing. May have gone off the defender's shoulder there on a good closeout by Condon. Laconia keeps it. Chance to rebuild, Roger, their lead to 4 goals. Remember, they led by 5 at halftime.
Yeah, now this is smart lacrosse. I mean, you've got a 3-goal lead again.
It's a moving screen, yeah. Vasovic wasn't quite set on the pick. Ready. Splits the defenders at midfield. Hopkinton looking to get something cooking quickly. They get a shot off, but it sails just wide. Empty netter there for Whitehead as looks like Harriman left the cage. Laconia dodges a bullet. Hopkinton, though, will keep it. The 2 minutes gone by, fourth quarter.
Yeah, kudos to the Sachems there. Their defense collapsed perfectly.
Brown trying to make his way to the near post, lost it. It's like Whitney, I think, got a piece.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Harriman ends up with it in the crease. The outlet is fed to Mello, and Mello does the rest. Able to cross midfield, flips it up ahead. Harriman is ready. Another stop for Standifer. Standifer from his behind, able to reach out and scoop that one up from the ground in the crease. The outlet is taken by Duval. Duval, the midfield. Hopkinton again looking for something on the break.
Nice.
Give and go. Duval step down. Bullet whizzing by the cage, out of play.
And that's a play you don't see often enough in a lot of sports, and lacrosse included. Maryland had a great play with a give and go in the championship game for D1. Would have been a nice one there, too.
There's Brown, a bouncer. Tough shot there, a little room with the defender Roy in the area. Ends up wide, it's backed up though in that back corner. And another chance for the Hawks. Already 3 minutes though, gone by, fourth quarter. Clock starting to become a factor here. Hopkinton still with a 3-goal deficit. They try to erase it with a shot up near the cage, but Eden Burns denied by Harriman.
Yeah, Sachem's going into a zone there and mixing it up a little bit.
Cam Harriman has looked good at times in this one. Got a ringing endorsement this morning from Coach McDonough when we spoke with him. Says, I'll take him over anybody. And he's shown you why at times today with saves like that. Meanwhile, Hopkinton, after some back and forth near the midfield, or in the midfield area, they come up with another ground ball here. Done a better job, I think, in this second half of getting those 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
Brown back door, tough catch. Fire goes wide. It'll stay here again.
I was just about to say the same thing, Nick. Definitely, if it isn't in Hopkinton's favor.
Meanwhile, Brown again looks for a dump down. Whitehead's shot is wide.
Well, Whitehead is due. That's his 3rd straight shot that he's missed the net.
Getting good looks.
Yeah, he's got to straighten it up a little bit.
Meanwhile, Laconia trying to talk amongst themselves here defensively, hoping to protect this 3-goal lead. But now 4 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. Again, the Hopkinton fans rattling the stands. Step down on the spin move. That shot from deep, about 14 yards out, ends up wide as it flies out of the stick of Aiden Burns. Again, Hopkinton looking to attack the cage. Brown trying to muscle against Mello. Kind of a desperate one-handed attempt, backed up by his teammates. Back to the top of the box. Trying to come downhill is Burns, but nowhere to go. Good defense there by Laconia. Brown trying to spin. Mello on a body. Brown escapes. Spins back middle. Had it stripped. Teammate backs him up. They'll swing it near side now. 5 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. Whitehead. Looks like it was dinged up a little bit on the release. Tough angle shot. Ends up wide, out of bounds, far side. Again, we'll stay with the Hawks.
Well, and they are putting pressure on the defense here, and they're getting the ball back. And we know what happens when long possessions and shots occur out there. We see a tired defense. Why?
Another one wide.
Man,
how many shots have we seen here on this trip?
6.
At least.
6. 4 for Whitehead. Couple for Brown.
Yeah. Here's a cut.
Nice cut.
On the catch, he's punished. Roy put him on the ground. Burns slow to get up.
Nice.
Meanwhile, another spin, and there it is for Whitehead. Well, I guess the 5th time is the charm for Quinn Whitehead. He's got now 3 goals, all in this second half. Gives Hopkinton a little resurgence here as we hit the midway point, fourth quarter. It's a 2-goal game again.
Yeah, and I know that the coaches for Hopkinton, once they look at the film of this game, they're going to say to themselves, man, we got really lucky in this long possession because we took a lot of shots. Some of them were ill-advised. We were lucky we had backups. One of their own attackmen got hit with a shot that came back to them, but they capitalize and they get a goal. So they just need to keep it going.
Good play on the wing for Whitney. Helps his team win the face-off. 2 passes later, it's a bouncer for Harriman.
Oh, late hit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Harriman got clocked after he released it. Condon, I think, guilty.
That's legit. That's legit.
Avery Condon, the sophomore defender, a day late and $1 short on that hit.
Yeah, it's going to be unnecessary roughness. You don't.
Well, tough, Roger, to walk that fine line sometimes, right? Especially if you're on defense. You got to play with energy. You got to play with physicality, but you got to also stay within the rules.
Yes, indeed. And, you said it right there. I mean, you see it a lot in football. Defenders coming at the quarterback. Momentum's going your direction. You've got it all in front of you, and, the release happens, whether it's, football or lacrosse, and it's, you put the guy on the ground.
Laconia been deadly at times on the man up as well. 3 EMO goals. They're going to turn it over here, though.
Oh, yeah. Settle in.
That's ready. It's been a ground ball factory.
They got
for
numbers.
Hopkinton. He's coming down the middle. Off-balance shot. Not going to get through. Looked like Newman gave him a little bit of a nudge there on the release. It may have made the difference. Meanwhile, Roy with the clear. Laconia going to slow it down.
Yeah, you know what? Reddy's a good player, but that was not a smart play. Your man down. The last person you want on the field shooting the ball is a defender coming down on a man-down situation.
Meanwhile, that shot by Tucker stopped by Stanifer.
Oh, nice.
And now Hopkinton with numbers, a 2-on-1. They come near side.
Oh!
Whitehead goes upstairs and missed it. Good play by the goaltender, Harriman, to challenge the shot and ultimately force the miss.
So Harriman's got to be, what, 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", maybe somewhere in there. He comes out and takes on Whitehead and just...
Yeah, another shot goes
right
wide here by Brown, but I mean, that's part of it, right? Part of goaltending, you got to make decisions like that in real time, and he made the right one.
That's why I didn't agree with the penalty against Standifer, although he did, he extended his hands. You got to do what you got to do out there.
Well, Standifer is also the biggest guy on the field,
kind of
physically,
a target, isn't he?
Versus perhaps the smallest in his counterpart, Harriman, who snags another save. Rogers starting to collect more than his fair share, I think, of stops in net tonight.
Yeah, he's
what's he at?
Seeing a little bit more rubber. He's got 7 according to my count, but he's got 3 in this quarter alone. So.
Boy, you are tough.
Yep, I am.
You are tough.
I am. Little dribblers and things that get kicked into your cross don't count.
All right, inside of 5 minutes here. And again, Hopkinton needs a stop. Their fans have made the drive down. Route 89 and then over 101 are hoping they can come through here and hold Laconia off the board the rest of the way. We're down to 4.5 to go. Sachems have never trailed. They led by 5 at halftime, which was their largest lead. Seen their lead in the second half cut to as little as 1, but they have never trailed tonight.
It might be time for a timeout here when Hopkinton gets possession next.
Tucker going to go past Duval, leave it for Roy. One more for Harriman. Step down, goes high. About 6 or 8 inches over the crossbar. Will stay here again with Laconia.
Yeah, this is a critical possession for both teams. Laconia needs to rag this ball a little bit and take as many chances away as they can from the Hawks. Oh, pops it over.
Able to keep it inbounds. Tucker goes behind the cage. Tic-tac-toe out front. Stuffed up. Osevich can't find it, and ultimately the goaltender gets to it.
Oh,
Staniford,
no, what are you doing?
Long outlet pass intercepted.
No.
Taken away by Mello, who was unaccompanied there on the interception. Harriman going to keep it inbounds and keep it away from the Hawk defender, and now Roy slows up at the top of the box. Looks to pull it back out and run some more clock down to 3.5 to go. Still tiptoeing to his right. Pulls the trigger, trying to go low. Stopped by Stanifer. And it's back over to Hopkinton. The big Hawk goaltender again looking for a long outlet pass that gets through everybody. Takes a 3-4 bounces. Picked up by Brown. Brown underhand across the crease.
That's a push.
Out of the cage comes Harriman to get
That's
to
a
it.
push.
Took it away from Patrick Buss, the officials, and now a little shove after the whistle. As the officials give this one back to Hopkinton, both Buss and Harriman jarring at one another. We move towards 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Hopkinton still down 2, hoping to cut the lead in half here on this trip. A lot of fans now on their feet, including the entire Hopkinton student section.
Oh!
Shot! Is that a score?
Yeah, he ripped it.
Yes, he did. He just squeezes that one below the crossbar and inside the far post. Able to snipe it. And the Hawks are back within 1 at 11-10.
Didn't mean to take your thunder away there, Mr. Play-by-Play.
I couldn't tell.
Holy crap. I mean, that thing was a rocket.
I could not tell if that hit the bar or went inside.
Oh, no, it just hit
Very
so
close.
hard, man.
Yeah, it came with some thunder.
You can hit that seam where the netting is stitched together. It is very hard up there. Yeah, so Burns gets his pay dirt there.
Burns is second. Hopkinton back-to-back goals. Comes with just inside of 3 minutes. It's a 1-goal game again.
Oh.
It's the closest Hopkinton has been since it was 9-8 late in the third quarter. Big win there, and then a shot for Whitney. The step down. Notice there were no Hawks behind the net. Saw his teammate back there, so figured why not. It's backed up by Evan Rollins in the end, and Laconia has it. Trying to nurse a 1-goal lead here with 2:20 to go.
Yeah, you know, I give it to the officials on that face-off. They could have called a hold. They could have called a couple of things, playing without the 2 hands on the cross on the face-off guy from Hopkinton, but they let him scrum it out, and that's the way you want to do it.
Backdoor feed gets away from Carignan, and now Hopkinton gets to it.
Oh, they got 3 wheels here.
Whistle
timeout.
And a timeout by Coach Blue. Hopkinton, frankly, it looked like they were dead in the water at halftime. They trailed 8-5. And in this second half, it's the Hopkinton we've been accustomed to seeing all season. A team that went 12-2, earned themselves the number 2 seed in this Division III tournament. They start out, score 5 of the first 6 goals after halftime to get themselves back within 1. Lebanon a 10-8 lead after 3, and in this fourth quarter extended that lead early to 11-8 with a man-up goal in the first minute. But since then, Whitehead and Burns have both lit the lamp for Hopkinton. They get the turnover. And now with 1:55 remaining, they have the ball and they have a chance to tie the game for the first time since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, in spite of some very questionable decisions on the offensive side of the ball by Hopkinton during a couple of possessions. They have scraped and clawed their way back in this to be only 1 goal down. Man, you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit.
And the Hopkinton faithful, they are on their feet. And now the Laconia fans are going to match them off to our right, a standing ovation.
Now, under 2 minutes here, this is, this could very well be the game right here, this possession. Laconia's got to stop them. Hopkinton has to score.
They're going to begin things with Burns on that far side. He's going to come straight downhill for the clear along the far sideline. Clock ticking inside of 1:45 now.
Patience on this play is critical. You can't force it like they've been trying to do many times.
Duval comes middle and nearly lost it. Put it on the ground. To his credit, able to recover, and Hopkinton keeps it here, but we're now inside of 1.5 minutes remaining. Brown, spin move. Little dodge.
Get out of there.
In some real trouble here, surrounded by red jerseys, and ultimately it's taken away by Brody Rollins. Rollins now in a foot race, got the inside track on Duval, gets to midfield, avoids a hit, but lost the ball, trying to stay in bounds. He stepped out. With 1:10 to go, it's turned back over to Hopkinton. A quick restart, and a rolling pass goes into the stick of Buss. Buss looks for a backdoor, trying to hook up with Burns. Burns couldn't reel it in, ends up on the turf. The ball ends up in play near side. The goaltender gets to it for Laconia. Harriman launches a long pass that's broken up, knocked down, scooped up, and now Rollins fires and scores. Evan Rollins, the senior, has played well today and may have put this one out of reach with 45 seconds remaining. Laconia with a 12-10 lead.
Yeah, there was about 1 minute 2 on the clock when Hopkinton got that ball back, and I was certain that Coach Blue was going to call a timeout there and regroup. That was such an important potential possession, and then the Hawks throw it out of bounds, that is, and yeah, I think you got it right.
Another good outlet pass by Harriman there. Recognized it was a one-on-one downfield. Get it out of your own end with that long pass and then see if your guy can make a play, and that's what happened.
Yeah, but it almost got picked off by Hopkinton, too. Not that that wasn't his only play, Harriman being that far out of the net. But
right. All right, so 45 seconds. Hopkinton's got to hurry. They got to get this one here. Instead, we get a whistle, and a false start is going to give this to the Hawks with 40 seconds even. So down 2, the boys in white will have the ball, but only 40 seconds to work with. The restart, here they come. This is Burns. Steps into the box, steps downhill. He's got a man open on the corner. It's Brown, who's stripped as he made his way to the cage. Mello with a good stop. Leaves it up for grabs at midfield. Offsides. It's knocked down. We're down to 20 seconds. We get the offside call, and Laconia is going to get it. Officially just over 22 seconds on the restart. Harriman with plenty of room on that far wing, and now I think we do have a timeout from Coach McDonough with 17 seconds. A split second inside of 17. 16.9 remaining. Timeout Laconia. Coach McDonough wants to make sure his guys are all on the same page as they look to protect this 2-goal lead with just inside of 17 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is a good timeout. I can remember Coach Gerard calling a similar timeout back in 2012 when Bedford won their first championship in Division II. The Bulldogs were up big in that game, and there was very little time on the clock. I don't remember exactly how much, but I can remember Coach Gerard saying to the players, listen, class. We want to go out of here with class. Don't let any chippiness destroy what you guys have done here today and this season. Yeah. Whatever comes out of this huddle, we're going to go out of here with a lot of class.
Don't spoil it.
Right. Exactly.
All right. That was one of my parents' favorite sayings. Don't spoil it. All right. Laconia Trying to run out the clock, Roger, and then celebrate what looks like is going to be their 6th championship in school history. Remember, they won 3 in a row. I'm sorry, 5th. They won 3 straight in the early 2000s, 03, 04, and 05. And then over a decade later, won it again in 2016. So this would be the 5th since 2003. And
they earned it.
Yeah, they earned it. They've never trailed today. They led by 5 at halftime, their largest lead. And it looks like they're going to survive a scare here by Hopkinton in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I would love, I wish there was more stats on the NHIAA website. Maybe there is somewhere where we can get it. But when was the last time a 4 seed beat the 1st and the 2nd seed to win a state championship in lacrosse? I'm not sure if I can recall that.
Not in recent memory, anyway. All right, clock ticking. Inside of 6 seconds, we get a whistle. We're going to give this to Hopkinton here. It's in the stick of Molnar. Molnar, high pass down the sideline, goes unanswered, and that will do it. The Laconia Sachems are your 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III state champions. They get it done in the finale by a final score of 12-10 over Hopkinton. They led wire to wire in this championship. Kudos to the Hawks for not letting up despite trailing big at halftime. They closed the gap a couple of times to 1 in that second half, including but just inside of 2 minutes. But in the end, Laconia, they do what they need to do. They knock off top seed and unbeaten Campbell in the semifinals, and then they take care of the 2 seed here in the championship by a final score of 12-10.
Yeah, and looking at the bracket in Division III, Hopkinton, man, they got a good draw, but Laconia, they just did some heavy lifting here, starting with the quarterfinals all the way through the championship. We'll talk some more about both teams here at the resumption of the post game. Yeah,
we'll take a break, come back, and then we've got a live presentation to get to down on the field. The medal ceremony on the way, plus a full recap and a preview of what's to come later this afternoon as we get set for the Division II championship coming up next. 12-10 is the final. Laconia a win over Hopkinton here in the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III State Championship here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance and broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.NHTomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the time, given that spring is here, the market is hot, and interest rates remain at all-time lows. It's time to call Roger Howe, a licensed professional realtor with the Bean Group. Not sure what your home is worth? Roger will provide a market analysis for you at no charge. With 12 years experience in residential, commercial, leasing, and investment properties, Roger knows your local market. So contact Roger Howe of the Bean Group today.
At Dead River Company, the work we do is about more than just filling up tanks. It's about the everyday moments in your home. We're here to fix your heating equipment, so you have heat and hot water for moments like this. We brave the elements, so you're always safe and warm. Anytime, day or night. Because it's moments like this that we do everything we do.
Dead River Company, it's not your job to worry about the heat. It's ours.
Become a customer today, and we'll be there for the moments that matter to you.
Well, the runner-up plaque being presented to Hopkinton. The Hawks fall short here in the championship. Laconia, D3 champs, 12-10 the final. Nick Anastas, Roger Howe with you from Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Laconia led wire to wire, scored the first 2 goals. Carson Tucker, Evan Rollins built a 2-0 lead 5 minutes in. Hopkinton able to respond with 2 in a row of their own. Josh Duval, Ryan Brown, 2-2 at the 4-minute mark first quarter, and then Evan Kerrigan gave Laconia a 3-2 lead after 1. Aiden Burns tied it at 3 for Hopkinton the first minute of the second quarter, and then Laconia got on a roll. They scored 5 in a row and built up an 8-3 lead at halftime. Tucker second, Lucas Bean, and then Cole Roy with 3 straight. Looked like, frankly, Laconia was set to run away with it at that point, 8-3 at the midway point. And then third quarter, night and day difference. Hopkinton scores 3 goals in the first 3 minutes. Quinn Whitehead, Brown's second, and then Brown's third made it 8-6. Laconia takes advantage of a Hopkinton penalty. They score a man-up goal from Roy. His fourth made it 9-6, and then Hopkinton 2 more in a row. Patrick Buss gets a man-up goal for the Hawks. Whitehead gets his second, and Hopkinton was within 1 late in that third quarter at 9-8. But Kerrigan, on his second goal, got the last laugh for Laconia to push the lead back to 2. 10-8 was our score after 3. And then a wild fourth quarter. Laconia's Tucker, another man-up goal, third of the game for Laconia, made it 11-8. Hopkinton tightened things even further with 2 goals in a row. Whitehead and then Burns. Burns' score comes with just inside of 3 minutes to go to make it 11-10. But in the end, Laconia able to make plays down the stretch. They get a stop, and then they get a transition goal from Evan Rollins with 45 seconds remaining to put this thing on ice. 12-10 again is the final. Laconia capture their 5th state championship in school history, their first since 2016. A nice storybook ending to an 11-3 regular season. And on the other side, of course, a heartbreaking loss for Hopkinton as their comeback ends up falling short.
Yes, it did, and it's always tough to walk away from a game like this where it was in your grasp, especially towards the middle of the fourth quarter there, where Hopkinton had a pretty good run going. But Hopkinton, in many areas of the game today, were their own worst enemy, I think. They had some unforced errors that occurred early in the game. Their defense was a little bit behind what Laconia was doing in the first half. And then just some ill-advised lacrosse plays here late in the game that caused either a turnover or just a running out of the clock or wasting time, with the clock. I really think they should have called a timeout late in that fourth quarter and settled in, and they probably would have had a chance, only being that one goal out.
Well, we've got one in the books. First of 3 done here at Bill Ball Stadium. The Division II championship between Derryfield and Portsmouth comes your way at 5 o'clock Eastern. And, of course, the Division I championship between Bishop Curtin and Exeter on the way tonight at 7:30. I want to again thank our sponsors, Beals Insurance, the New Hampshire Tomahawks, New Hampshire iPhone Repair, MG Sports Fundraising, the Dead River Company, and Roger Howe Real Estate and the Bean Group. We appreciate their support all season. We also enjoyed working with the NFHS Network and our friends over there, Don Boyle and Co. We appreciate them. Thanks to Bill Ball and his staff here at Exeter, which includes, of course, Sherm Chester, the PA announcer here, doing a great job. Of course, our crew here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, doing a great job. The three-headed monster of John Barron, Craig Incardoni, and Matt Beals bringing you the visuals. Director Ben Beals, the man behind the curtain, back at the Beals Insurance Studios, putting it all together. And, of course, the unseen hand, the big man in the big chair, executive producer Steve Beals. For my partner, Roger Howe, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Laconia 12, Hopkinton 10. This has been a presentation of the 2022 NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Division III Championship game. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance in conjunction with the NFHS Network.